What's up, everyone? This is Adam Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Calves coming at you with yet another video, and in this I'll be reviewing something. Now I do want to pull up on another tab the previous headline for one of Stephen Kane's quotes. So I'll go Stephen Kane Halo TV show quote. Halo TV show quote. Now I can just tell you guys what it is. Misspelled quote. I can just tell you guys what it is. If my voice sounds a little bit funky, that's because I think I'm dealing with some allergies. I just did some lawn mowing yesterday, and my nose is all clogged up. So we've got here from Bounding into Comics. Halo showrunner says, Halo showrunner Stephen Kane says writing team didn't look at or talk about the game. We talked about the characters and the world, and that was originally published by Variety. The actual the article that came out talking about him being him not taking any inspiration from the games. So I mean, obviously things have not gone as well as he'd hoped. I can go to Rotten Tomatoes right now, and I'll just look up Halo Rotten Tomatoes so you guys can see how poorly this is doing. Halo Rotten Tomatoes. I spelled tomatoes wrong too. Who cares? I don't really give a crap. Halo Rotten Tomatoes. I'll click on the most recent one. We've got a 60% rating from the critics and the audience. Now that is very low. I don't care what you are. 60 is like a D. It's just barely passing in actual grading. So the fact that it's a 60% on both the critics side and the audience side is very, very poor marketing, essentially. It's basically showing, it's really not that great. It looks like crap. No one really wants to see this. If it was good, it would get a higher praise, a higher rating, but it's kind of just middle of the road. And I already covered some of this in another video, so if you guys wanted to see that, go check it out. But as you can see here, there's the 9 episodes. And you get a lot of these negative reviews from people. The goal shouldn't be about being everything to everyone, and while Halo treats the source material with respect, it does so with tentativeness, as if it is afraid to miss a key element. The video game Halo excelled at letting players become the hero. With new Halo TV series, audiences are instead saddled with a series devoid of soul. I agree completely with this this critic, Max Coville. The show is not Halo. The show is not. It's not Halo. For instance, Master Chief takes off his helmet in the first episode twice. Now, for those of you who don't know, the whole mystique and awesome appeal of Master Chief is that we don't ever see his face. Looks like he's basically a faceless warrior who just goes about and does his job to protect humanity, and that's all that we ask him to do. And then we get to play through his story. You know, that's the cool part about Master Chief. Now, if you want to do your own story and make your own adventure, go ahead and do that, Paramount. But don't take Master Chief and then completely ruin all the mystique and heroism of that character. But I mean, again, you've got this article here from Bounding into Comics where it literally talks about the showrunner Stephen Kane says a writing team didn't look at or talk about the game. We talked about the characters in the world. And there was another quote where he was talking about how the game story didn't fit what the showrunners wanted to do, so they had to change the story entirely to make it work how they wanted it to work. And then we come over to here, and I will click on this. After all the backlash from the fandom, after all the people talking about how ridiculous this series is and how poorly it's been handled, here's Stephen Kane responding to a Variety post, where here it is right here. We didn't talk about the game. We didn't look at the game. We didn't talk about the game. Halo Season 1 showrunner Stephen Kane says of his prep with the game's developer 343 Industries, we talked about the characters and the worlds, so I never felt limited by it being a game. So that's a post from Variety that's basically praising Stephen Kane for being negligent and not doing anything to to really genuinely hammer home the fact that this is based off of a game series. And then here, after all the fan backlash, here comes Stephen Kane trying to mend the chasm that he's created. Headlines are fun, but here's what I really said. To make the Halo TV series, we started from the game, and then we made the pilgrimage to 343 to study the entire canyon so that we could bring you the full Halo experience. So you see right here, this is actually a little trick of the mind that he's trying to pull here. We have right here, he's trying to make it seem like he said, oh, we started from the game. That's a completely different sentencing. So we didn't look at the game, we didn't talk about the game. So you go from we didn't look at the game to we didn't talk about the game to we started from the game. So what is it? Did he say, oh, I didn't look at the game, we didn't talk about the game, we just decided, oh, we're gonna learn all the lore that we can and talk about the characters in the world, but I'm not gonna go to the game. Did he do that, or did he say we started from the game? Because Variety here, the Variety isn't. They're not doing so. They're not trying to condemn Stephen Kane and the Halo showrunners for their poor handling of the show. No. They're praising them for this. So Stephen Kane trying to make it seem like, oh no, I didn't say that. I said this. There has to be a massive amount of backlash from the fandom. People who aren't certified on Rotten Tomatoes, who just don't give a crap about this show because it's not Halo. And then to say that, oh yeah, we went to 343 to study the entire canon so that we could bring you the full Halo experience. Yet in another interview, he says that he changed the story so that the showrunners and the creative team wouldn't feel limited by what the story had already said. So Stephen Kane, all evidence points to him lying right here, right now in this tweet. All evidence points to Stephen Kane being a complete and total liar, a fool of a liar, for that much to say, who's just making up bullcrap as he goes along in an attempt to save his butt when he's messed up yet another franchise. And I don't know what else to say about this. It's really, really annoying seeing people like Miss Stephen Kane. I know it says Mr. Stephen Kane, but I'm going to call him Miss Stephen Kane. Doing something so negligent as ruining an entire franchise so that the creative team could feel like they were being represented. So stupid. So stupid. But that's going to do it for this video today, guys. I don't have much else to say about this. I mean, Stephen Kane, you screwed up. Own it and realize you did something wrong, and then try to fix whatever you did wrong in season 2. I hope this show doesn't get a season 2, you know, because it's ruining the Halo franchise. But if you are going to get a season 2, own up to your mistakes and do better. That's all that anyone's asking you to do. You're going to get more backlash for lying about what you're saying here in your retweet. Alright? But yeah, that's going to do it for this video today, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like. Don't forget to comment down below in the comments section. It always helps. I always love seeing you guys kind of engage in the comment section. It's really cool, really fun to see the fellowship growing. And hey, to make that fellowship grow, if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification icon, you know, because if you don't, you might not get alerted as to when I upload videos. So hit that bell notification icon so you know when I'm uploading a new video, and just keep checking in. Alright. Also, follow me over on Rumble. I'll pull up the page right here. You can find me at Rancit, all one word, R-A-N-T-S-I-T, all caps. Yeah, I'm uploading all the same videos from my YouTube onto Rumble, so go check that out. It's really kind of cool, and I appreciate every single one of you supporting this channel. But yeah, and I'll also be leaving a link to my Patreon once I get some more stuff uploaded. I was going to do that in my last video, but I had to re-record a bunch of videos for Patreon, and I'll have to compress the files and photos for other things to Patreon in order to make it work the way I want it to. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day and a great rest of the week.